Halo. Kau tuh delay anjing. Coba kamu tekan. Lagu pada bantah kau tuh. Toh. Aku pada ada kan? Bantah. Halo. Saya main desa bantal lah saya. Ribet saya. Makan lagi anjing, susah bener kau goblok. Wih keren. Bang. Bang.
Kosong Ji.
Bang. Di HP-nya ngecit.
Siapa gua, Bang?
Nah, halo. Halo. Oke.
Jam sini loh.
Malah makan aja. Oh, udah oke. Oke guys. Kayak tadi lah. Oke guys, Madrid melawan Bayern Munchen. Siap. Lupa Jess. ikut saya. Gila main anchor cok. Nah. Guys, ayo lah cok, like, comment, share, and subscribe cok.
Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion. It adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about...
Terrific header! Could be danger here. Now there's a fine ball, and the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that.
Bayern Munich would very much seem to be...
And it's hit the woodwork and out! That is a brilliant interception. Muller. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
Wow, nice.
Sané. No goals as yet. And Upamecano. Nice bit of trickery. He's found the way through. And he's cut it out. That's very neat.
Nice.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Front-footed pressing going on here. And the pass is intercepted. It's run loose here.
Rodrigo really added the width there, thanks to...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the
Vamos!
And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Ball's gone out of play. Kim Min-jae. Upamecano. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Kim Min-jae. Pavlovic. He's going to be disappointed with that. And he's managed to get free. Short changes him with that pass. Rodrigo. It's a sharp pass. And they're back on the ball again. Elise.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but
Rodrigo! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Mbappe!
beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
No, it's not getting there. Look at the space here. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Great chance here. Mbappe!
That's a fine save. Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Well, played right into his path. Rodrigo!
Yes.
Denied by an instinctive save.
Rodrigo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid with the corner. They're first. Up for a header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Camavinga clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vinicius Junior does well to get it back. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Bellingham! And for a moment, time stood still. Upamecano. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Oh, easy pickings there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Sade. Spread neatly. Pavlovic kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's shifting through the gears here. It's loose now, and they... Oh, what a... There's the hit! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He has done it! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Bayern Munich have penetrated for the first time.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Pasti gitu loh. Sudahlah, udah Gibran ya lah.
Pass somewhat off target. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
It's Muller! He's scored! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. The purest possible contact, what a fabulous strike.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Bayern Munich are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Palinha.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Real chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
Mendy. The final 5 minutes. Camavinga going full tilt down the left. Shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking.
Tapi di sini gak bagus kan?
Back in possession and ready to go again. Looks for the finish. That's a half-decent try.
Mbappe really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He can run onto that. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Davis. He's going for goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Coman has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
That's that, the end.
That's all the end.
Performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day.
Sige. Ambil link di YouTube.
Never go down. 오르막길을 즐기는 타입. 너무 fugitive, you see my way, 멈추지 않아.
Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained. But if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Biar jadi striker.
Well, we're on the way. And it's Muller. Olise wins the duel this time. Mendy. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm really looking forward to seeing this guy, Kim Min-jae. He's quick, so he...
Mbappe! Oh, he's been caught napping. Has another go! He's missed, but not by that far.
Carvajal certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Upamecano. He's looking wide. Not the most accurate pass. Rodrigo is onto it in a flash. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Brilliantly cut out. Carvajal. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that's a goal kick. Kim Min-jae is there and he can pick it up. That looks a cracking ball. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. And he's being shifted off it. Kimmich cuts out the pass. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Upamecano.
Bayern Munich clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Camavinga promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Sané. What a throw in. Decent progress down the left. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Bellingham producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, it's come loose. Chouameni.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Upamecano. And João Palhinha. Didn't squeeze it through. Now it's Muller. Sané kept his eye on it, and he's there. Could be danger here. And he's managed to get free. Shot has a goal! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Madrid got as close can be, right on the whistle, but it was not to be. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe! Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Upamecano has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's going for goal! And that is wildly off target.
Mendy put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Rodrigo takes control of it and he's on the move. Davis. He has found the way through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can... Mbappe!
Kimmich. And he was quick to react. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Almost an hour gone. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Sané. Olise. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Madrid present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So the most significant moment of the game. And he's buried it! 1-0! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Bayern Munich have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that is expertly dealt with. And here's chance! Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then. Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
Mbappe! You want to be quick to recover this.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Camavinga kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Shapes to shoot. So close to drawing level.
Well, the level of urgency is shot up, and that's promising. Now to maintain it.
It's their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. Gently done. Coleman. Great defending, strong and determined. Rodrigo.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Camavinga.
It's a good show of persistence, this. If they manage an equaliser, it'll be a great show.
The final 5 minutes. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Kimmich. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And it's Gnabry. Now it's Muller. Pass somewhat off target. Gnabry. Goretzka. Oh, super find. Oh, well played, well played. Bellingham. There will be 4 extra minutes. Pinches it off him. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. The pass has gone astray. Taken back almost at once. Always onto this. That is... It's Muller! Goal! Bayern Munich! That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Vinicius Junior, Pavlovic proves too strong. In with the challenge. Elise, he's got away. Now there's a fine ball. Eder Militao did well to stay calm there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Musiala. Courtois will lay claim to that. Pinches it off him. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Bayern Munich clearly should have gone for the...
Mbappe! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
This certainly looks happening. Mbappe! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's not got that quite right. Pavlovic. He's ended up in no man's land. Mbappe! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Bellingham gathers from the goal kick.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rodrigo chasing after it. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Pavlovic. No way through. Musiala. Rodrigo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Vinicius Junior! And that's caused a worry or two.
Vinicius Junior certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Vinicius Junior, he's having a go! Big moment! Massive goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Pass somewhat off target. Speculative strike. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Madrid have ultimately had the better of things in the first half. Ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time. And we're underway again. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Sané. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. And that's gone loose. Davis. That pass has been well intercepted. Mbappe! Kimmich succumbs to the pressure. Kimmich is fouled. Musiala. And he's been shifted off it. He won't be happy with that one. Elise. He's shifting through the gears here.
Bayern Munich making a fresh...
Sané! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
There will be a throw-in. Now it's Kimmich. He has found a way through. That has been cut short. Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through. He's got the shot away! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. He's got a side of goal. That was Superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Madrid have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Gets a good foot in there. Well, played right into his path. Oh, that's fabulous. Olise. He's found some space. Olise! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Goretzka. He could be in here. Good read, needed to be.
Bayern Munich are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's through, it's one-on-one. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear.
Oh no.
And it's hit the woodwork and out.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Now it's Gnabry. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tchouaméni gets across to intercept that. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Bayern Munich really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Müller, look at the space here. Now the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
Bayern Munich really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Now it's Mbappe. Decent hit! Sticks it away! And with that goal comes comfort.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not...
And he's let fly!
He
He should have put that one away.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Corner number 3 coming up. In for a header! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Bellingham. Pavlovic. Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, good ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. This then, an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Going for goal! Racing over the bar. Now it's Müller. And that's been won straight back. Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Always onto this. And he has a goal! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Madrid grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
And there goes the final whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Gas lagi ke CS. Sampai selesai ya, sampai selesai live. Banyak kau dah kaya dah. Dah ada.
Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon. And the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it,
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that's nice. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Sané. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
yeah, Leroy Sané, he's one of the most fleet-footed players around, Peter, and a massive threat with the ball at his feet. He knows where the goal is too, and his finishing is both precise and very effective. He's going to add a real dynamism to this forward line, either looking for the through ball on the counter or taking on his man and going on his own.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. That's the throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Oh, he's onto this. Neuer gets rid without sophistication. He's shifting through the gears here. Rodrigo! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Engkau ni keras, engkau lembut ya.
Ini seperti ini enggak.
Bisa.
Tahu ada dalam situ.
Kau engkau keras, engkau lembut lah.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe! A heavy challenge. Musiala.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Pinches it off him. Nicely aimed pass. He's found a way through. It's a goal kick. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Mbappe. Now there's a hits one.
Ow.
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Vinicius Junior deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Muller chasing after it. That was good alertness. Now it's Mbappe.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
It's a pretty loose pass. Vinicius Junior looking for the run. Mbappe! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Muller.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, nice touch. Musiala, he's gone for goal! Just off target.
Musiala usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Olise. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. He's had it taken off him. And he's had it nicked away. He's going to be disappointed with that. Gets his pass away. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Somewhat off target. And the half-time whistle goes. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Upamecano has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Mendy. Showing great feet there.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Bayern Munich clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to...
Musiala! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Carvajal calmly anticipates. And it's Sané. Looking tidy in possession here. Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to cap.
He'll try from distance. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Climbs up big! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Well, they could break here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Now that's well seen too. That's a good ball out wide. Olise. And no, that was never going to make it. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. And that is a little undercooked. Look at Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better.
And that is not the first time, Peter, the keeper has been left exposed by this defence. It needs a quick fix.
Interesting ball. Olise.
Bayern Munich showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
A searching ball that into space. Olise. Now it's Muller. That is a crunching tackle. Not the most accurate pass. That's a sharp pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Mbappe! You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
He is through here.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Courtois will lay claim to that. And he's intervened well there. Well read, nice interception. João Palhinha. Now it's Muller. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. Well, we are already up and running again. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rodrigo is firing after that one. Now it's Muller. That's offside. Yes, it is.
Woi, Miura lama dong. Woi, warna koper pula.
And it's Gnabry. Camavinga wins the duel this time. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Engages and forces him off the ball. Lima.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Keeper's got good distance on that. And he was quick to react. Can he get it through? That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, there's a probing ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Half-time, extra time. Well, you have to accept the penalties are now a realistic possibility. You'd hate to think that either side is settling for that, given what a lottery penalties can be. But the players are evidently tired, and it may come to that. And we are already back underway. 105 minutes of football, and it is still goalless. It is going to come down to one moment. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, good ball. Can he finish? Brilliant by Goretzka. And that's got to be it. That has got to be it. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vinicius Junior. Kim Min-jae does really well to win the ball there. Kim Min-jae defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's picked it up out wide. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Well, that has not gone well. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really mean.
Emang kau kan MU seharusnya, kau tuh Cardiff kan, MU Cardiff. MU Cardiff.
Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real Olise!
Betul tak dia anak betul tak?
Vinicius Junior. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to...
Mbappe! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, the balance and close control on his run was really sweet. The finish left a sour taste.
That was good alertness. Nice control. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Sané. Chouameni. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Pavlovic has been sent off, just to confirm. It was a straight red.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Pinches it off him. And here's Vinicius Junior. Fires from distance. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? Good read, needed to be. Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Up for a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Muller. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Camavinga promptly onto that, and that is that. Mendy. Oh, can he get onto this? Kim Min-jae. It's Kimmich. And he's managed to get free. Kim Min-jae did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bellingham kept his eye on it, and he's there. Good effort from distance. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
30 minutes gone. He's looking to set free a runner. He came in hard, very hard.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, good ball. Oh. Musiala. Musiala! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
Oh, this looks sharp.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, anak offensive. Pak Oliver kan?
Olise tries making a foray down the right. He's got away. And he welcomes it in. Chooses to go back. Elise really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target.
Got a shot away!
Jadi batal lah mulai
A real chance and a real let-off.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
That's headed upfield. Excellent challenge there. And now the hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward.
And he's let fly. No, that was never going to make it.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Chouameni, and he welcomes it in. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid have their second corner now. Tries a shot!
Ya emang benar ya mau.
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
He won't get any simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
He's got the shot away! Oh, good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Musiala! He's got away with one there.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 71.550 espectadores.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Now it's Sané. Sané, he has found the way through. And Sané! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Sané really has just learned a lesson there. Your focus cannot lapse, even slightly.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Davis. Elise.
That's going in strongly.
Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tadi tu.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Bayern Munich have their third corner. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Oh, it's come loose. He's picked his way through. And that's an excellent interception.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bayern Munich needed that. They really needed it. And he's had a hit! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yellow.
I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. So what can they conjure from this one? And the ball's... And again! He should have put that one away.
Rodrigo really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And through to the goalkeeper. Now he's off and running. Now it's Goretzka. He's found a way through.
Bayern Munich have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
And that is expertly dealt with.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
The ball has bounced loose now. Mendy. He's in plenty of space here. It is a corner. So, third corner of the game. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's that. Madrid have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Camavinga voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
And thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Eder Militao cuts it out. Muller. Can he latch on to this? And he's intervened well there. Oh, he's found support out wide. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Now it's Muller.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Musiala. Vinicius Junior. That looks a cracking ball. And no, that has a look and has a go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback, in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Kimmich. Musiala. João Palhinha. Speculative strike. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
João Palhinha brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Now it's Mbappe. And claimed it back swiftly.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Mbappe! Camavinga! Can he put it away? There it is! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Madrid leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Might come loose. Elise. Musiala. Kimmich.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Mendy. Engages and forces him off the ball. He's having a go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Up he goes! The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. Reflections on the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Madrid come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Now it's Sané. Shapes to shoot! That's a lovely, neat pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's a goal kick. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Muller. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's shifting through the gears. Olise! That's another chance. Good strike, quite an alarm. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And they've got a throw. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Musiala. Vinicius Junior. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Kimmich. No, again there's no way through.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Lovely bit of skill.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility. Bayern Munich showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh no, this does not look good. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. So who's he going to be aiming for here? No, he's missed it.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Oh, can he get onto this? Gnabry providing an outlet on that flank. Gnabry! Should have equalised.
I think he rushed that. He had a bit more time than he realised. He could so easily have equalised there. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Coman. Carvajal looking understandably energised after his goal. Madrid moments now away from seeing this one out. Into the last 5 minutes. Camavinga. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And no, that was never going to make it. Neuer.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And it's Davis. Can he get it through? Upamecano spots it and intercepts. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Eder Militao. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Carvajal claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, that was a
Oke teman-teman, kita
hard
akhiri
goal,
stream.
a defensive masterclass.
Sekian dan
They
terima
backed
kasih.
up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.